Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. It's me, Simply Smiling. So, I couldn't wait to come on this morning because the day after a holiday, I'm always interested in where I am mentally. Not necessarily physically. Physically, I'm always on point, but mentally, I need to check myself because that's where my flesh rests when it comes to eating, making bad choices, especially during a holiday and the day after most of the time. So I wanted to come on and say, yes, I screwed up on yesterday. Yes, I knew I was messing up when I was messing up on yesterday, so I was not totally shocked by what I did. Mentally, I prepared my mind before Easter, a week before, because I know Easter is a holiday for me that I really connect with the grandkids. You know, they're the baskets, they're the decorating of the eggs. There's the treats. Let's make the basket, grandmama. Let's dye the eggs. We did it all on Saturday. So my mind was prepared, as I enjoyed my little 5-year-old Hunter. He's the one, as I enjoyed him on yesterday, along with my older grandkids who are 18, 14, and then 2 months. And so I had a great Easter. I had to tell myself this morning, even though I messed up, screwed up, fell off the wagon, made bad decisions, I can't say I was not thinking. I think every day, and so I thought about it. But I also told myself, he's looking at me. Let's create a memory, but let's keep it intact. Instead of eating 4 or 5 pieces of chocolate, I may have had 2 pieces. So I tried to line my lifestyle up with his happy day, with my happy family day. Now, I got a lot of activity in yesterday. We went out. It was such a beautiful day here in North Carolina. We got out. We threw the frisbee, Hunter and I. Even my son, his dad joined in, and my daughter, one of her oldest sons, joined in. We had a great day, so I'm running up and down the yard. I intentionally put on sneakers yesterday. I did not dress into dressy clothes. I was totally comfortable because I knew I was going to need that activity to overcome the way I was going to eat. I didn't plan to eat the way I ate, but it just happened because of fun times, because of creating memories. Now, I'm not making excuses, so don't get it twisted. I enjoyed everything that I did on yesterday, every single thing, even the eating. What I did not do was what I normally do when I'm cooking. I prepare all the food. I start on Friday with baking. And so what I did not do is sample. I used to sample as I went along. Sample this to make sure, that it's going to be okay and it tastes really good. And it's my blue ribbon dessert and the family's going to love it. So I used to sample everything. I mean, everything. I did no sampling on yesterday. I made the meals. I put it out there. I'm like, I've made it 100 times. I'm sure it's good. There's no need for me to sample. So I gave myself a check for that. Normally, I've already eaten the whole meal. I kid you not. I gave myself a check. And then the meats, of course, meaning I don't care to eat meat. So I had no problem with the meats. My issue for me came in with more of the savory type foods, like the squash casserole. Totally fattened with the cheese added. It had cheese. It had, and not my vegan cheese. It had cheese and it had cream cheese. It had breadcrumbs. And I know it wasn't healthy. I would have been better off preparing me a side dish of steamed squash. But I did not do that. It's okay to, if you can get control of yourself, and I can, I find myself relying on my strength to recover, to overcome, to bounce back, so to speak. So it's okay to create those memories. For me, it is, okay? Because I know what it takes to move forward and move on today, where I was prior to Easter happening and coming. So I create memories. I kid you not. I want the kids to remember this is how it was done. This is the fun we had. Mom had a great time. We had a great time, and it was all good. So don't beat yourself up today if you think, oh my God, I ate a bag of jelly beans or whatever candy. There's so many candies that come out at Easter time with the decorative, pastel-y colors. And so they're eye-catching, and you're going to grab them. You're going to say, I wonder if they're like this, when your intention may be, I'm going to try one too, which is what I did. I had my chocolate, I kid you not. But I looked at Mimi, that's Hunter, I'm sorry, on yesterday. He had a chocolate rabbit that we bought to put in his basket on Saturday while decorating his basket. He couldn't wait to eat that chocolate rabbit. So yesterday it was warm. Like I said, we were on the front porch and he decides, Grandmama, I ate all my food. Can I have my chocolate rabbit? So I had him to wait at least 30 minutes after he ate just to give the food the better of himself, give him time to digest properly. So he got the rabbit and it was warm outside and then the rabbit started to melt all over his hand, all over his face. You know, we had him in his t-shirt, took his good clothes off, all in his t-shirt. And the chocolate was everywhere. And I looked at him and I told myself, that is how bad food consumes us. It starts in the mouth, but then it just takes over your whole body. I mean, he had chocolate on his knees. I kid you not. Baby looked more like the chocolate rabbit did before he even opened it to eat it. I mean, chocolate rabbit was everywhere. And it made me think this is a messy situation when you eat the wrong way. It overcomes you, it overtakes you. This is not an appealing and attractive situation. It's always something you got to clean up. You know, like we had to clean the rabbit up off the Hunter. But it brought things into mind and I was able to relax in my day. I wasn't tense in my day. You know, I wasn't expecting to mess up in my day. I didn't even think about it. You know, I didn't think about messing up. That was not my focus. And I know you may say, well, Anita, your focus was off. No, my focus was on point. Why? Because it was on the family. It was on the people that I surrounded myself with. It was on all of my hope in life, all of my love in life, all of my caring in life. If you know me, if you didn't know me, the family for me is key, is core. It's what I need to survive. God, number one, and then this beautiful family that he's blessed me with. So I put in the time with my grandkids. I put in the time with my children. While running through the yard, I got all the physical activity I needed. Hunter is 5. He said, Grandmama, I'm tired. Can we stop for a minute? Normally that's me saying that to the baby. But he said that to me. And I'm like, come on, let's catch it a few more minutes. Let's just throw this frisbee 10 more times and see if we can catch it. And so he continued on, but as I looked at the baby, he's sweating and he's panting, but he's going on because he loves Grandma. So Grandma loves him too. So I decided to stop when we were counting up to number 6. I'm like, okay, let's go wash our face. Let's clean up, get the sweat off, and we're going to stop for a minute. So I got a lot of physical activity in, and I feel like it's going to balance out for me today. It's not weigh-in day. Whenever weigh-in day is, it's weigh-in day for me. I don't focus a lot on that. I'm sure I've mentioned that before. I'm focused on how I'm feeling. I don't feel sluggish this morning after the 2 chocolates. And I did have cake. I made my infamous strawberry shortcake, which is what my daughter requested. Now, I usually cook everybody's favorites. So I'll call, what do you want for Easter? What do we have? And what do you need me to do? And they give me that list. So a lot of times I end up with 2 desserts. I may end up with 2 different meats and then a whole lot of sides. And that's the way it was. It even came down to their specifics with the biscuits. And I was glad no one wanted those homemade biscuits because I would have been nuts and pulled out the jalapeno jelly, which is something I love to spread on those. So I didn't do that. They actually wanted the regular little Hawaiian rolls. And I was able to just pick those up at the grocery store. So I don't feel bad today, and don't you feel bad. Don't say I fell off the wagon. We didn't really fall off a wagon, okay? Why? Because we're already back up and running today. When you fall off a wagon, you're going to roll for a long time. You're going to have to jump back on that wagon. It's going to take a lot of energy and a lot of strength. Okay, you're going to have to get seated and positioned and comfortable on that wagon again. So all of that will take a long process. We're going to turn that thing around in one day, which is today. So no, you didn't fall off a wagon. You didn't miss the mark on yesterday. Don't beat yourself up. Please don't do that. And if there are leftovers in the house, I send so much food out of the door. No one in my family should have to go to the grocery store for at least a couple of days if they decide to eat the leftovers. But I froze what I did not eat. Some of the veggies I did freeze, you know, and some of the meat I packed up for my father to come. He eats ham and pork and yeah, he eats all of that. Bless his heart, Jesus. And so I feel bad packing it up for him, but I did because it has to get out of the house because I don't want it in the house for my husband. I truly don't. But get rid of your food if you don't want it the best way you can. If you need to freeze it and preserve, because groceries is expensive, and save it. Give it to a neighbor. Give someone with some food if you have food left. And then if you don't have food left and you feel like you ate the wrong things on yesterday, don't beat yourself up. That's the worst beating we can get is when we beat ourselves up. Usually when someone else hit us in the head, we take an aspirin, we recover. But when you beat yourself up, you feel that you let yourself down. You feel like oh my God, I could have done better, and I feel so bad. I can't do this. All the doubt will set in, and you throw away all the previous days of your journey based on one holiday day, based on one celebration day, based on one day. And that's not how you do that. Don't do that to yourself. You are more than worthy of the journey. You got what it takes. We got what it takes. And I'm truly excited, you know. So yesterday was yesterday. Let's move forward. Let's take the goodness out of Easter, what Easter truly means, to compel us to move forward, to compel us to do better. Don't pick and choose. Don't say, well, this was a bad thing that happened yesterday and I can't move forward. So don't do that. I can't move up anymore. Don't tell yourself that. We got this, my family and friends. We got this. So lean on your strength today. If you want to say to recover, to rebound, to rejuvenate, to reignite, whatever you need to do over to get back to where you were if the one day derailed you. Now, a lot of you, I'm sure you planned for your day. You did marvelous. I mean, you tracked your food. I didn't track. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I'm not. For what benefit? I did not track on yesterday. I didn't think of tracking. You know, but that's me. That's just me. Don't bash me for that. It happens not even on a holiday sometimes. So, no, I didn't track yesterday. So, just tell yourself that your journey is that important to you to recover from yesterday if you need to recover from yesterday. And I salute those that were able to track on yesterday and create your memories with your family and friends. You had the total package going. And you created the day that was beneficial for your journey. I salute you totally today. So peace and love today. Remember, you have what it takes. We have what it takes. I feel ready, amped, and ready to go with my day today. I stepped out of the bed. I was like, okay, God, we got this. Oh, yes, we have. Before my feet even hit the floor. So set yourself up for success today. Set yourself up for a win-win today. Set yourself up to make your day the best day possible for you after this Easter holiday. Okay, guys, peace and love and a lot of it. And I mean it. I'll see you real soon. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye.